And for that reason, we also welcome the amendments that extend the temporary provision to September the 30th, and we believe that to be a prudent decision. I want to take this opportunity to echo other honourable members' calls for measures, particularly for the theatre industry. I have 3 in my constituency. It's a very, very important part of the Richmond Park society and culture. And also, I want to emphasise the fact that as we're not only trying to meet the challenge of the coronavirus crisis, but also, for the first time in 40 years, to become an independent trading nation, to really focus on the fact that our theatrical industry is something of which we have a massive competitive advantage globally. It's our entire performing arts and cultural sector is something in which we are world-beating at. And if we want to start exporting the things that are greatest about Britain, and this is a sector we really must support, and we must support urgently. It's our theatre sector, as other honourable members have highlighted, is facing a crisis and does need an urgent bailout. But it is so important, as I say, not just for all the jobs and all the future income that it can bring, not just to individual communities, but to the nation as a whole. It's a seedbed for our film and TV industries, which are also world-beating and will be looking to get back on their feet as soon as they are able. But the reason I'm particularly specifying theatres for help is because we have a theatre in every community, in the very Highlands of Scotland, as my honourable friend pointed out. And their role in the community is absolutely critical at this time, not just in terms of shoring up employment in those areas, but they can play a vital role to help children reconnect with the education they've missed out on over the last 3 months, which I think is, I hope that the Minister will agree, is of absolutely first priority across government at this time. Our theatres have large spaces in which social distancing can be practised. They are experienced. Certainly the Orange Tree Theatre in my own constituency has a very, very well-developed education programme, and they can be providing all kinds of programmes across the summer, particularly to help out those young people who may not have been able to access online learning and maybe don't engage well with traditional forms of learning. This is a fantastic opportunity to reconnect those young people with new ways of learning, to stimulate their creativity. But above all, for all of us, when the lockdown is over, when we can communicate with each other again face to face, I want everybody to have the opportunity to experience a live performance, because we've all spent too long staring at our unresponsive laptop screens. We want live theatre, we want live music, we want visual arts, we want to reconnect face to face again. And if we don't have a thriving theatre in every community, it will be much, much harder to deliver that. So for the sake of the theatre industry and the benefits it can bring, both in actual income, but also in projecting the United Kingdom to the world, which is more important now than it ever has been, I urge the Minister to make representations to the Government as a matter of absolute urgency to support the theatre industry. Thank you.